We will have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. It is September 28th. It is now 10:02, and I would thank Commissioner Arnett for running the meeting. I was not here last week, so I thank you for that. All three of us are here, and we will move forward on consents and approvals.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hi. We have 7 exonerations for $6,273.92. Minutes for September 21st, 2022. Vouchers, General County Fund, $160,164.22. Coal severance, $7,426. 911, $120.76. Chestnut Ridge Park, $5,215.33. Camp Monthly, $4,712.61. Mason-Dixon Park, $175. Recreation levy, $2,125.95. Reallocated coal, $60,000. Assessor valuation, $50.84. Payroll, $1,033,651.05. Purchasing card vouchers, General County, $3,794.04. Magistrate Court, $30.86. 911, $605.27. Home confinement, $33. Chestnut Ridge Park, $76.48. Camp Muffley, $152.96. Mason-Dixon Park, $125.38. Mon County Center, $76.48. Mon County ARPA, $3,570. $3,570.48 for a voucher total of $1,282,106.71. We have no budget revisions. Position vacancies for boards and authorities are listed on our website. And fiduciary orders for September 28th, 2022.
Move to approve consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay. We have fiduciary orders.
No, you already approved of fiduciary
Well, I
orders.
mean, here we have now a hearing for administrative closure of estates.
Yes.
Okay, at this time, I will ask if there are any objections. If you could come down, state your name, address, and what your objection is at this time. Is there anyone who's here to object to any of the administrative closure of estates? Great, come on down.
Can I come to the front?
No, right there.
Right there.
That'd be
Thank
great.
you.
If just state your name and what your objection is so we know. Okay?
Richard Marsh, and it's 205 West Main Street, Clarksburg,
Okay,
26301. It's the estate of Craig A. Tanner, and basically that estate is an insolvent estate that we've been working on. There's little to no, there's no money in the estate. Trade it off with approximately $35,000 to $40,000 for the tax liens, but we do have a insolvent estate final settlement prepared. I'm going to send it to the client later today, and we can get that filed if you'd like.
how is...
Let's hear if there's any others.
Okay, then we'll come back to
All
that.
right.
Okay, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
And if there's any objections.
Is there any objections to Mr. Marsh's objections first? Okay, seeing none, is there anyone else who has any objections to any administrative closures? Okay, seeing none, let's go back to specifically Mr. Marsh's concern on Craig Tanner's.
Well, I would move that we approve the administrative closure list with the exception of the Craig Tanner estate.
I would second with the proviso that it be, that the settlement be presented to our clerk or the fiduciary within
30 days?
30 days. Is that then 30
Is that-
days enough time to get it presented
Yeah.
to the,
We want to work with you, so,
Yes, Commissioner, I think 30 days will be fine.
okay,
and in the absence of presenting it, could be placed back on
okay.
the list.
But just so that I believe the way the function would work, and I wish somebody from our clerk office was here. But
Oh, wait,
if it-
we do have someone, okay.
I'm sorry, do we?
Yes,
So if there's an objection to that administrative closure list, it just comes off and then automatically goes on 6 months from now, correct?
Okay.
So it's, whether he provides that information or not, it goes on to the list 6 months from now.
okay, okay.
Then ignore my amendment to your motion.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a motion and second to move forward except for the Craig Tanner case. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you for coming down. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Do we have any other? Renetta?
No other fiduciary.
No.
I'm
No.
sorry, I didn't see you back there behind Forrest.
Yes, it's
Behind the
it's
forest.
yeah, behind the forest, yes. Okay, introduction of new employees, personnel changes. Mr. Smith?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
I'd like to introduce Kane Nameth. He started Monday, September 26th. He started on midnight shift at a starting salary of $19.18 per hour.
Move to approve the personnel as presented.
Second.
Proper moving second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It passes, thank you. Okay, any other new employees? Seeing none, we will go to comments from the public. At this time, any individual, feel free to come on down, state your name, address, and we'd love to hear from you for 3 to 5 minutes. I know this individual. It's the forest. Good morning.
Paramount, I'm the instruction in here. Forest Line, today I'm representing Mon EMS, 801 J.D. Anderson Drive. I just want to let the commission know that in an effort, and the county to know, constituents to know that the Mon EMS website, monems.org/levy is up and operational so that folks can be informed of our impending levy ask of the voters. There's a ton of information there, a lot of graphs, breakdowns, all that type of thing. Also want to announce that right now we currently have 4 public meetings scheduled in different areas of the county. October 5th, we're at Triune Halleck. October 12th at Mason-Dixon. October 17th in Blacksville, and October 19th out at River Road. And we have 2 or 3 more scheduled. Right now, all of those are at 6 p.m. So that folks, if they have questions, concerns, they come out and we can chat. I just want folks to be educated on the needs of EMS for the county and answer any questions they may have. In addition to that, levy at monems.org. If folks want to contact us directly, if they have specific questions, we'd be happy to get back, or if they want any materials or any information to read. And that's all I have today.
Forrest, where was the one on the 12th?
The 12th is at Mason-Dixon Park.
Mason-Dixon.
Are the dates listed on the site that you just
They
cited?
are, and they're also available on all of our social media things. And we'll be adding some more of those as well.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who'd like to speak? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
How are
Kevin.
you?
Good, how you doing?
Good. My name is Kevin Kopniski. I'm with Breeze Line Internet, Cable, TV. I just came to give the Commissioners an update on how Breeze Line's doing in Monongalia County. It's been a while since we spoke. For anybody that doesn't know who Breeze Line is, we are a fiber internet company offering streaming TV, internet, and the good old landline phone. So, does anybody have a landline phone? Well, there you go. You can get the triple bundle.
30%, probably, 30%.
We're doing well. Breeze Line started in the Cheat. We actually have all the in the Cheat Lake area strung on the poles. I personally signed up over 18 neighborhoods with HOAs, and that's my position, to sign up HOAs, to meet with HOAs, developers of properties. So we do have over, I believe, 100 people in the Cheat area that are standalone homes that did sign up for our service. I have some feedback from a few of those people, and they said that our fiber is top-notch, and our pricing, our customer service is moving forward. So good reviews from Breeze Line on my end. I know we can't please everybody. We're not out here to create a monopoly. We're just out here to give the people of Monongalia County an option, and we're offering fiber for that option. So I thank you for your time and your patience. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kevin.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak? Okay, seeing none. Comments from the public are over. Grants. Good morning, Colleen.
Morning, Colleen.
Colleen.
I have a grant contract for The supplemental VOCA grant, we were awarded $72,541. The resolution reads, "The Commission of Monongalia County met on Wednesday, September 28th, 2022, with a quorum present and passed the following resolution. Be it resolved that the Commission hereby authorizes Thomas C. Bloom, President of the Monongalia County Commission, to act on its behalf to enter into a contractual agreement with the Division of Administrative Services, Justice and Community Services Section to receive and administer grant funds pursuant to the provisions of the Victims of Crime Act grant program." So with that, you'll sign the grant contract. There is a schedule of payments so we can receive quarterly payments, and then you'll sign an advance payment request for funds, and each quarter we will receive $18,135.25.
Move to approve the president signing the grant documents as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Okay, correspondence. Notice of U.S. Attorney's Office event on October 11th, protecting the public, federal civil rights enforcement in West Virginia. We just announced it.
It's at Mon County, the Mon County Center.
Oh, good.
Yeah. If anybody needs any information, I have a
Okay,
brief agenda.
thank you. B, exciting news. Press release from Governor Justice announcing bid to host the 2024 Olympic diving trials. I know it's self-explanatory, but Commissioner Sikora, you want to say anything since you've been?
No, other than this is great news. This is a great opportunity to when you're a destination that can host an Olympic trial. It doesn't get any better than that. So we're hoping that we're successful. I think we have a good shot, or we wouldn't have been invited to bid on this. And I really appreciate all of the coordination between all the local entities to pull this together. Mayor Lewis, we were on the phone late before the submittal trying to get letters of support. And again, that's more our fault because everything was just so rushed. But we started talking about this mid-August, and we had to have a bid September 1. So it took a lot of things pulling together, and some of the biggest help, and I'm glad Governor Justice was the one that did the press release, because they offered a lot of resources from the state to help put this bid together. Chelsea Ruby and her staff did a great job, and they were basically embedded with Susan Riddle from the CBV for a couple weeks to pull this together. West Virginia University did a lot of heavy lifting as far as the planning and committing to the resources to actually hold this event and writing the application. So we're hopeful. There's another USA diving competition. It'll be in December. That will be our kind of dry run. They'll come in, they'll do a site visit and see if how we stack up to the competition, and hopefully they'll have an award in January. So this is good news. So looking forward to hearing more about it.
Thank you for it. A letter of thanks from Vincent Kitch, Director of Arts and Cultural Development for the City of Morgantown regarding the 2022 Ruby Summer Concert Series. Do I need to say anything more? It was a very nice letter.
It's just thanking for the commission's
Yes.
support and just kind of some details about their attendance.
It was a
Yeah.
wildly successful summer. From what
Very
I understand.
successful. The weather was exceptional during that time. Okay, subrecipient agreement for ARPA local fiscal recovery funds received from Mon River Trails Conservancy.
And to add to that, we've also received the one for Little Creek Public Service District and for the
great.
Clay Battelle Public Service District.
This is just notice of the receipt of the fully executed copy.
Correct,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
Great. Next one is very exciting also. Invitation from Auditor McCuskey to attend Open Gov Forum on September 29th at the Waterfront Hotel.
It starts at 4 o'clock, and I believe Commissioner Bloom and Commissioner Sikora are going to be participating in the roundtable. So if anybody wants to come, I have a link for registration, so if anybody wants to attend, just let me know and I will send you the link. I did send that link out to everybody in the courthouse. Everybody that gets our agendas
Right.
got the link, so.
And I
Right.
appreciate that we were the first county to move forward on this, and I believe the auditor wants to make sure that we can explain to every other city and community why we got involved and how open the policy is. I don't know if either one of you want to make any other comment.
Yeah, actually, JB had asked me I'll be introducing the auditor and the president of OpenGov and talking a little bit about where they've come. They've gone from us being the first to they're nearing 100 entities that are now signed up. I think they're in the 40s for the counties and the rest being municipalities that are coming on board. So it's really exciting. That's something that we started here in conjunction with the auditor. We were the first to step out and say, yeah, we'll do that. And I think it's wonderful for our citizens. So hopefully people will come out and listen to the auditor and hopefully if municipalities haven't signed on, whether they give it some consideration. So,
And just interesting, I was in Vegas several years ago, and at the NACO convention, and met all the parties of Open.gov, who then called JB, and we got Sean to move forward in getting all the specifics here. So it was pretty neat, and I look forward to seeing them again. Any other communication, Chris?
Yeah, we did get,
Correspondence, I should say.
we did get a couple of things yesterday. The first one is an invitation to the 10th anniversary of Morgantown Marketplace on Saturday, October the 8th. I believe it starts at 8 a.m. They've got a couple of different events going on, so we have a flyer for that. And then I got another letter yesterday from a gentleman. His name is Byron Payne. He operates the Champagne Storage on Ed Dunn Road, and it's in regards to the condition of Ed Dunn Road. So I will let you know. That's in the
That
folder,
road has
but
been turned in at least a half a dozen times.
Right, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any other correspondence?
Well, we had a.
Yeah, I have
we
two of these.
couple, but.
Yeah, did you, I'll read, Sean, before I read these, do you have any other correspondence?
No.
Okay, we received two letters, but I want it very clear that as a county commission, anyone can write to us for correspondence. We have nothing to do with this issue, but we have a responsibility, if it was sent as correspondence, to make it public. This one letter is from Don Spencer. Dear Dr. Campbell, I'll paraphrase this one. This letter concerns a proposed restriction on the display of LGBTQ flags in classrooms. From some study on the matter, such action would noticeably move our Board of Education to the wrong side of history. I looked up the source of the survey reported by the NBC News and found there was an article written by Julie Moreau describing the results of the survey, which includes people born after 1997 were nearly 4 times as likely than those over 40 to identify themselves as transgender. What kind of trend is this? It would seem to take away the LGBT flag symbols, to take away an important support symbol of acknowledgement from youth that are already struggling with significant challenges. And he basically then talks about where this all came from, and the Philly flag sparked hostile criticism, including with the LGBT community, and then explains red means life, orange means healing, yellow means sunlight, green nature, blue serenity, purple spirit. And I hope this information is helpful. That's the first one. The second one, I received a letter from the Morgantown High School Faculty Senate. They are in school, but I did promise them I would read the entire letter since they requested that. And it says, diversity, equity, and inclusion. The faculty of Morgantown High School stand for diversity, equity, and inclusion. We recognize that students we serve come from different backgrounds, hold different beliefs, and have different identities. MHS welcomes all students and strives to meet their individual needs. As part of the commitment to supporting all our students, some faculty has historically displayed the Progress Pride flag in the rooms. Many students who feel a connection to the flag have expressed their appreciation for the visual reminder that they can feel comfortable in those classes. Recently, this flag has come under scrutiny with the county and has been touted as promoting a particular political belief. The primary criticism levied against the flag has come in part from a misrepresentation of the flag's purpose. In addition to the rainbow stripes known to represent the LGBTQ+ community, the Progress Pride flag includes additional white, pink, and light blue stripes to represent the trans community. It contains brown and black stripes specifically highlighted the LGBTQ communities of color, communities lost to HIV/AIDS, and those currently with AIDS. It does not seek to equate all black and brown communities, but aims to draw attention to those who intersectionally identify as members of both groups, who have faced and still face disproportionate high levels of discrimination. As stated in Title IX policy, Monongalia County Schools and Morgantown High School does not discriminate in any program or activity on the basis of sex, race, creed, religion, color, national origin, age, veteran or military status, sexual orientation, gender expression, gender identity, or disability. Those teachers who display the flag in the rooms do so not to promote a particular lifestyle or gender expression or identify over another, but to remind students that we hold true to the policy and not to tolerate any form of discrimination. We as a faculty affirm the Mon County School policy on participation in political activities. As educators within the school building, we should not promote particular candidates, issues, or points of view. But making students within a vulnerable group feel welcome is not promoting a political point of view. Dr. Campbell stated in his recent memorandum, as public educators and administrators, our first priority is always the safety of our students. Displaying the progress flag is proven to be a non-intrusive way to signal all students that we are committed to ensuring their safety. Acknowledge the existence of students in a particular marginalized community does not diminish our support for students in any other communities. All of our students, regardless of their demographic background, are valued members of a school community. Restricting the flag based on misinterpretation of its symbolism does a disservice to those who feel validated by its presence. In defining the flag as political in nature and require its removal during the school day, we implicitly send the message that the lives of students and staff who identify with this flag in themselves political. As one student member of MHS Sexuality and Gender Acceptance Club put it, my life is not a political statement. In conclusion, students of all stripes walk through our halls. As professional educators, we demonstrate our commitment to each of our students in ways that give them an equitable opportunity to learn. One of those messages is display symbols that reinforce the message that Morgantown High School fosters an environment in which every student knows that they are safe, supported, and welcome, and that they themselves contribute to the guarantee for others. The Progress Pride flag is one of those symbols. Its absence conveys a very different message. With respectfully, Morgantown High School Faculty Senate. And I said I would read that. Is there any other correspondence? Okay. Seeing none, we will move to unfinished business. No unfinished business? We will move to new business. Consideration to approve an engagement letter by representation by Sept and Johnson, PLLC, of the County Commission for the negotiation, drafting, approval, executing, and delivery of an agreement associated with the Pocono Run project to be undertaken by the Morgantown Utility Board.
Move to approve engagement letter as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Is there any discussion?
No, this is basically the engagement letter that allows our attorney to look at the agreement. He has been working on it, but we need to have this letter in place before he can provide a deliverable or an invoice.
Okay, thank you. So it's been properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Consider for approval requisition number 7 for Series 2021B Harmony Grove Phase 1 Project Fund.
Total for the requisition is $328,289.08. Portion of that will be paid to Morgantown Utility Board, another portion Adrian Enterprises, and the remaining to Thrasher Group.
Move to approve requisition 7 as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Consideration to send the request to .gov domain registration for the authority over the monsheriff.gov second level domain name be delegated to Mon County.
Move to approve the request as presented.
Second.
And you want it's really explanatory.
IT contacted me last week, similar to what we did moving
Right.
from moncommission.com to monongalia.county.gov. They want to move from monsheriff.com to monsheriff.gov.
Okay.
And we have to get permission to have authority over that domain.
Okay, properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Do we have other new business?
No.
Either. Okay. Reports from elected officials or department supervisors. Oh, I see people moving. Okay, nobody wants to speak. Okay. Sean, I think it's your turn. Reports from county commissioners.
Since our last meeting, last Wednesday, at the end of the day, I had the MAP, Morgantown Area Partnership Board meeting. Friday, we had staff reports. I also attended a retirement party for one of our employees down at the circuit clerk's office, Ellen Jacobs, who had worked for us for 32 years. After that, I had a broadband tag up, and then I went to a meeting with Speaker Hanshaw, where a number of community leaders were invited to give him ideas of things that restrict commerce in our county. So we talked about a whole range of subjects. After that, I had a meeting with Morgantown Utility Board representatives, Westridge representatives, to talk about our IJDC grant. Then I ended the day by going down to the Clay Battelle football game, and it was pretty much over at halftime. It was like 40-something nothing at halftime, so I guess I picked a good game to go to. Saturday, I went out to the Battelle District Fall Festival, which was the first time I attended that festival, and I guess they just started that a couple of years ago.
Maybe about 7, 8?
Yeah, Keith said that they started it just as an alternative to kind of raise money, but it was wonderful. It was perfect weather, great food. There was all kinds of craft booths and vendors. Spent a lot of money there, so I was happy to go down there. In the evening, I was aware of the Morgantown, and it wasn't sponsored by the group that usually has the farmers market at the pavilion up here, but it was another group that had rented it and had like a kind of an evening farmers market, and it was more crafts and those type of vendors. So I went down to that, and it was really cool because the weather was nice. There was people everywhere because it was a Saturday night in Morgantown, and there wasn't football games or anything like that. So it was really crowded, and it was really cool. And I believe they said that they do that every year, like at the end of the farmers market season. So it was really cool. I'm glad that I found out about that and I was able to go down. Monday, we had the administrator and I had a tag up with our bond counsel over the IJDC grant and TIF funding conversations, so that we have a little bit of we can engage him to have further discussions that we're going to have today and probably tomorrow. At the end of the day, I went down to the Smithtown Community Center for their monthly dinner. Yesterday was a busy day. We had there was 4 OEDC events. That's the Office of it's the Outdoor Economic Development Collaborative that was created through the grant from
Ascend.
Yes. The doctor, I know his last name, Smith. I'm trying to remember his first name, the Intuit guy, who's now the president of Marshall. It was that $25 million grant that started this program, but there was a West Run Trailhead grand ribbon cutting, and then there was the Milan Park Action Facility Bike Complex, and then there was the Bike Tech classroom out at University High School. I did not attend the end of the day celebration at the Botanic Garden. I just had too many conflicting events. Today's a normal day. I was planning on attending the Clay Battelle Homecoming Parade tonight in Blacksville. Tomorrow is the Health Department Board of Health meeting, and then in the afternoon, as Commissioner Bloom mentioned, we have the Open Gov Forum, which Auditor McCuskey asked me to actually MC, so that's going to be and participate in the roundtable, and then I got to run from that down to the Farm Bureau meeting. So there's a lot of running around. Friday we have staff reports. And I believe, no, I don't have a broadband tag up this week, but I get a little bit of a reprieve. This weekend is the Wine and Jazz Festival at Camp Muffley, and also on Saturday is the MHS Band Spectacular. So there's just a lot of things going on this fall. I do appreciate all the work that Greg Corio and his staff, Danny Twilley, have done for all these outdoor economic development events. And it's pretty cool as someone that does spend a lot of time on my bike on the trails. It's really cool seeing these other opportunities to expand those trails. In regards to it's been actually yesterday was a very weird day with all the discussions with the school board and discussions with the city council regarding MUB. And when we have things like this, sometimes we just need to slow down, stop hyperventilating, listen to the conversation. And I'm always reminded of this quote from Peter Brumberg. It says, "When we avoid difficult conversations, we trade short-term discomfort for long-term dysfunction." And sometimes we need to have these conversations, and we need to not take them personal, but we just need to have them and work forward and try to, again, as I always say, focus on areas where we agree and not areas where we disagree. So I applaud the school board for the way that they are having the conversation, and I back them in whatever they're doing, because that's their job. We don't control the school board, just like we don't control the city and we don't control MUB. But we're here to be a partner and be part of that conversation, and I'll continue to be open for those conversations. So that's all I have.
Thank you.
Just a few things. As Commissioner Score said, we attended the many events yesterday. I was at a couple of them, and what's going on at Milan Park is truly remarkable. I mean, it's created such an economic engine for not just people coming in and participating, but for all our citizens, for recreation, for activities. There's so much to do out there, and it keeps on growing, and it's such a great asset for this community. The bike tech program at UHS I found particularly interesting. My son's in the class, and it's really neat. I mean, he came home from school and he had grease under his fingernails and a couple nicks on his fingers, and I just thought it was great. I mean, he dove right in. They assembled. He told me, "Hey, Dad, I built a bike today," and I said, "You did what?" I was like, "What, on your phone?" He said, "No, I built a bike," and it was really cool. And it's the first program like it anywhere, and it's right here in Morgantown. It was a $60,000 grant. They have state-of-the-art tools and like 5 of these beautiful giant brand bicycles. Not that they're extra large or anything, but it's just really neat, and it's a great opportunity for the kids to learn a skill. And this one company had indicated that after 2 years, the kids can actually become certified bike techs, and this company indicated they'd give them jobs when they graduate. They're so in desperate need for bike techs, so it's a pretty neat opportunity within the school setting. They don't have to be bussed off to a different area. It's right there. They found a spot for it in the school, and it's really cool. After our second meeting of the day at Milan Park, I took a tour of our Mon County Center and the construction going on out there, and it's remarkable how much work they've gotten done in less than 30 days. It's really coming together, and I think that's about it. That's all I got, Tom.
Thank you. I have a number of issues. First, I want to thank the commissioners. I was not here the first time in 10 years. My wife and I took a vacation, and I have to admit, we did something on our bucket list. We went to Napa Valley, and I strongly recommend you go. It was beautiful. 20 miles of vineyards with the mountains on the side, and now I know the difference between a hill and a mountain. And I strongly recommend people to do that. I also admit that my wife she hid my phone, so I had no idea what was going on back here until I came back on Saturday. But it was a wonderful vacation. I was glad to be back. First thing, as was mentioned by both commissioners, this outdoor economic collaborative is unbelievable. The BMX bike facility first, and this is what I kept promoting, and I wanted the others. We couldn't have done this at County Commission unless all 3 of us did it together. And it was really important that it's an all-inclusive program, meaning everyone will be able, handicapped and mobility challenged individuals will be able to use this facility. So that's, to me, the real exciting part. Then going to my 34 years at University High School to see this program, $100,000 that was donated, hold on, I want to make sure I get the right.
Rad bikes. Yeah.
Rad bikes. It is unbelievable. And to see, students who are extremely advanced, physics students working with hands-on who know how to put bikes together, it was just unbelievable. And I really think that it will be the future of education, hands-on. So that was a tremendous program. The second thing I can announce, on Thursday, October 6th, we're very excited to announce that the Hope Hill Sober Center, located in Hazel's house, on Thursday, October 6th at 11 o'clock, we'll have a ribbon cutting. So we will be doing that. I can say that we have opened it quietly. So it is quietly, and we went through a weekend, the Thursday through Sunday. So this has been something that the city and the county have worked together with the University Hospital. I'm very excited to see that. On Saturday, when I came back from my trip, I had a lunch with Senator Manchin, and I want to make it very clear that he was very interested in the projects and our $90 million IIJA and the rural grant projects that we asked him to look into, and he said he was going to support and wanted more information about it. But that could be the future of multimodal development in Mon County, opening up and connecting communities, whether it be from Granville, Osage, and so on, and have everyone connected to the economic progress. So I'm very excited about that. Finally, I'll be careful how I say this. Sean and I disagree sometimes on our approach to certain issues, but I believe I'm going to only explain how MUB became MUB, and that's all I will discuss. I do later want to work with the county commissioners to discuss how this could affect us and how we want to approach this. But I want it very clear. In 1987, I was elected to city council, where we developed, proposed, and approved the new MUB ordinance. MUB grew out of a lawsuit before then Circuit Judge Larry Starcher over the city sanitary board's failure to deal with the overtaxed sewer system in Suncrest. The Morgantown Water Commission was an efficiently run operation. Starcher ordered the water company, an independent city utility, and I will say that again, an independent city utility, to merge with the sanitary board, a legislatively mandated city board. MUB is a utility under the PSC jurisdiction and the only water treatment facility in Mon County. It serves Mount Morris, PA, as well as western Mon County beyond Blacksville. It's an economic issue requiring a constant water source and a large customer base. That's why the PSC mandated that MUB take over some of the smaller county water systems. And that's all I'll say on that issue at this time. Any other discussion? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
We begin.